Hey everyone, it's Marcus Trip 64, and the new cable arrived today, so it's time to put it in. Hopefully it goes simply, and we'll get right to it. So we got the cable put in. It comes in like this and hooks on that way. The other two smaller cables are on the back side, and I've cleaned the box out, of course, as well. So the only thing to note that is that this piece here for the upper throttle goes in front of these. This one for the left side throttle body. So this is the orientation it should be in. Stick that underneath there. Give me a little bit of room, just enough room to get in. And here's the part. Again, the orientation is going to be this way, and it's going to slide through with the longer of the two cables into the other side. There's a little clip on the inside there as well that clips it in place. So I'm just going to push it through, and hopefully get it right back in the right spot again. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run the cable back up through the place where it's supposed to go. Underneath all of that stuff, behind this big part of the frame, on that side of the frame, and I'll just go to the other side and I'll show you where it comes out. And it comes out there above everything. So that's the route you gotta take. Put the wire onto the cable, and we'll just see if we can't just sneak it through. So when you put this back together, you have to make sure you put the shroud back on. Some people I know have not bothered putting the shroud on, but I am going to definitely put it back on. And it goes on in that orientation. And then if you come over here, Kimi, and then the cable, of course, come around this way, take a look right down here. And then the cable, of course, is going to go through that hole down there and hook up onto the throttle body on the other side. See what you're doing.
So this is where.
In fact, if you hold this like, yes, that's it, right?
It's not going in.
Yeah, no, it'll just hold it in there. Hold it in there. And let me take this off and it'll snap shut.
Got it, got it.
Yep. So, as you could tell, that took a long time to get it in. In the end, we figured out exactly how to do it. But what happened, of course, is that the space to get in behind is too small for me to get in there with a pair of needle nose, too small for me to get in there with my hands. So thankfully I have a
small-handed daughter.
Small-handed daughter. And between the two of us, with me holding the throttle wide open so that it was in a good position, and her with her small hands, me holding the light, as you saw at the very end, worked perfectly. So let's see how it goes on this side. Okay, so just like on the other side, we've put that shroud back on top of it again so that it goes in the right spot. If you don't put that on and you do all this work, you're going to end up having to go back and take it all apart just to stick that little piece back on. So make sure you put it on first.
What are you doing?
I've got to open up the throttle. Push it down all the way.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that?
Yeah, and push that way as well. That way and in.
Like that.
Yeah, you got her. I got this.
Okay.
And pull back.
All the way?
Yeah, all the way up.
Good job.
Perfect.
Teamwork.
So there you go. This side wasn't so bad. There's a lot more room on the right-hand side for me to get my fingers in. So all we did was push the throttle completely, so it was wide open, and just have a lot of pressure on it. And then you can see where the end of the cable is, and you can slip it into its slot and let go of the screwdriver that's holding the throttle open, and pops into place. It's perfect. Okay, so I put the air filter back on first, then put this little bracket back on. Then I put the tank back on with these three here, sort of 1, 2, and 3. There is 3 little bumpers in here. They have a little slot in them. You can just slide them into their respective spots. So put this down nice and tight. And the next thing to do is to just take up the slack on this bit and tighten up these 2 bolts. And then that's back on. You can already see that I've got this piece back on again. After that, all really that's left is the 2 black pieces on either side, and the little side panels, ones over there. And once those are on, then the seat goes on, and we're all finished. I hope you liked this video, and it helped you change out the throttle cable in your 2005 GS. And if it did, you can like and subscribe. It'd be awesome. And thanks. It's been great.